everyone, I'm Angie, and today I'm going to talk about how you can design your very own paperback book cover using BookCoverly software. Let's get started. The first thing you will need to do when starting a book cover design is to get focused. Know your genre, because each genre has its own general style. After you know where you should be in style, then it's time to get inspired. You can start by researching titles in Amazon or other online book distributors, or you can visit your local bookstore for inspiration. Start a collection of the book covers that attract you, and from there, narrow down your choices to 3 to 5 favorites. Then it will be easier to break down the overall tone of your cover into 4 components: fonts, color scheme, image style, and overall layout. Finally, it's time to fine-tune your concept. Break down the final covers you like into the 4 components that appeal to you. This provides a wireframe of the design that you desire. Okay, let's create a cover. So now we're going to open BookCoverly and select new book cover. We're going to make this 9 inches in height by 12 inches total width. We know our page count is going to be 232. It automatically generates the spine width based on the page count. CMYK, PDF, X1A is the best for print books. And then we have 300 or 600 DPI. We're going to choose 300. So here we have the canvas. And I'm going to spread out the toolbox a little bit more so you can see all the tabs. And let's get started. Now we're going to fill in the background image by clicking the Image tab and choosing a file. Make sure your image is a high-quality JPEG, PNG, or TIFF, and at least 300 DPI for best results. I'm going to choose the Text tab and go ahead and type in the title. I'm going to choose font, and BookCoverly just supports all the fonts in your own system. We'll change the size and the alignment. And we'll do white. Hit apply. And now you just click inside of the box and move it to wherever you like. I'm just going to do a little bit of fine shifting and make sure I save my file. Now we're going to work on the subtitle. And you can type the text inside the box, or you can copy and paste from another source, whatever you prefer. So we're going to choose a complementary font and size. And then we'll make it center aligned. And then we'll give it a nice color that pops out. So let's move that down. We're going to set it right above the title. And that looks a little large. Let's make it smaller, and let's make it left aligned. There we go. And that will fit nicely inside of her arm. So let's try this in italic. Let's not. We'll take it back to where it was. But I want to tighten up the leading so the lines are closer together. I like to save my work as I go. And now we're going to do the author name. Since I want this in the same font as the title, I save a little time by typing Control-C and Control-V on the keyboard to create a duplicate. A little more shifting of the image, and I'll type in the author name, and then I'm going to make it a little smaller so it fits. And now I'm going to create a bar that goes up at the top. And this is good if you have like a testimony or some kind of an announcement that you want to make about your book. So we'll just change the color, make some adjustments. Guess what? We are the #1 New York Times bestseller. Yay! As you'll see, I'm keeping all of my text inside the yellow guides. The yellow represents the safe zone, and the purple represents where the book is trimmed or folded. So now I'm duplicating the author name in black, and I'm going to set it behind the white just to give it some more contrast. I'll just offset it a little bit so it pops out. Same with the title. I'm going to put a black duplicate behind this just to provide a little bit more contrast. I can click the up or down tab to move the layers as needed. Now let's create the spine copy. Again, I'm going to duplicate the title to save a little time, and I'll change the orientation to vertical. On the spine, you want the text to fit comfortably inside the purple guidelines, which represent where the spine will be folded. So I'll get this positioned, and then I will duplicate this into the author name. And I'm going to do the same thing for the subtitle. And now the spine is all done. Let's move on to the back cover. The first thing we're going to do is create the ISBN barcode. This is super easy. All you do is type in your ISBN number and then your book's price. If you don't have a price for your book, you would just type in 90000. Prices will start with a country code. So for example, in the US, you would type a 5 before the price. For the back cover copy, I'm just pasting in some Greek text to show how this can be manipulated. We can change the leading, which is the space in between the lines. We can also change the tracking, which is the space between letters. And we can change the orientation, so I think I'm going to make this justified so it's even on both sides. Now I will apply a tag to the first few words so they are larger than the rest of the text. This is handy if you want to apply drop caps or set apart a line of text within a paragraph without creating a new text box. Let's create a header for the back cover. Now I will duplicate the text box, and this could be for the author bio. We'll add a decorative line just to embellish the copy. Now let's import the author's photo. Oops, this is what happens without the aspect ratio lock. Make sure this is selected when you resize your images relatively. Much better. We'll just do a little bit more final tweaking. And let's go ahead and type in the price of the book. The cover design is finished. Now let's generate this file into PDF for the printer. We'll go to the cover menu and select Generate As, and then Save as a PDF. Depending on the size of the file, it may take a minute or so to generate, but then you will have a beautiful PDF cover ready to send to your printer for publishing. Now we'll get into ebook conversion. Go to the menu tab and select Export to Ebook. You'll see where you can set the resolution and size and choose which parts of the cover you want to convert. Click on Browse and name your file, then select the format you want to save your file in. Typically, this will be in JPEG or PNG. Click Export, and your ebook file is created and ready to publish.